Welcome aboard! If you're watching this video, then let me be the first to say, congratulations! You've recently purchased the fighting game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and have decided to pick Robin as your main.
Can I spam Levin aerials now?
Oh no, you've got a lot to learn before you're ready to spam Levin aerials. As you can see by this chart. Chart! You are now playing a viable character in the current meta. But it didn't get that way overnight. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, and a patch note to get where Robin is today. So, let's meet the forefront of Robin's kit that's the main thing responsible for these groundbreaking advancements. The Levin Sword. To keep up with today's pesky top tiers, no expense has been spared to acquire all the latest advancements in magical tomes. All of these things may seem a little overwhelming, doesn't it? Well, luckily for you, the trusty Levin Sword keeps the balance of tomes in check. But if the Levin Sword is the heart of Robin, then the players are the liver and gallbladder. Let's see if you got what it takes. Poised, confident, and a smile that says, "Hello world, may I take your stock at 60 on the ledge?" You've got the makings of a good Robin. Training.
Does this mean I get to spam Levin aerials now?
No, you can't spam Levin aerials without understanding the phrase whack.
Whack?
Once you understand whack, you'll understand Levin Sword's place in an actual match. But what does whack mean? It's actually a carefully organized code. Watch closely. The W stands for watch your spacing. The A stands for anticipate their movement. And the C stands for choose the right aerial.
Oh, whack!
Looks like you're starting to understand whack. Here's a typical Fox player about to dash attack. If we just remember whack, we can determine where he'll end up and counter it. Do you think he's going to end up A, back in melee, B, on the platform, or C, right in front of you? Ah, whack. You never let us down. Now that you understand the basics of whack, let's break down the individual parts in detail. Watch your spacing. The most important thing to focus on when it comes to using Levin aerials correctly is your spacing. Good spacing means that you'll be the least likely to be punished for throwing aerials out or be grabbed by somebody out of shield. Good spacing lets you safely pressure the opponent, which will force them to overshoot and at the same time put themselves into grab range or in range of more threatening moves. If they choose to back away, they're only pushing themselves further into the corner, which gives you more space to do things like charge your thunder. Remember, it's not always about hitting the opponent. Your position on the stage is far more important than getting percent. If you're at the center of the stage, defending it should be your top priority. Percent will come if you focus on good positioning, movement, and of course, most importantly, spacing. Anticipate their movement. Because of their startup frames, like most sword characters, you must anticipate the movement of the opponent to be able to use your aerials effectively. Remember that when your opponent is in disadvantage, their main goal is to take back control of center stage. With this information in mind, focus on reacting to the first possible action of a scenario. Let's look at Roy as an example. In this scenario, the Roy player is on the platform and is going to run off and land at center with a forward air. If you try to react to the fair and swing when he throws it out, you'll be reacting too slow. However, if you instead react to them beginning their dash off the platform and swing early, your move will come out before they're able to dash off the platform. Anticipating your opponent's movement is all about preemptively putting hitboxes out that the opponent can impale themselves on if they attempt to escape a scenario with something like a dash or a roll. Choosing the right aerial. In any scenario, choosing the right aerial is crucial in gaining the most off of winning a neutral exchange. At lower percents, it may be better to choose up air to set up a juggling situation that can net you even more damage after your combo if you play your cards correctly. Or at higher percents, it might be better to choose bair or nair to take their stock, or put them upstage and set up for that classic Robin Arcfire ledge trap. Speaking of which, here's an example. You've just caught your opponent with Arcfire on the ledge and can now get a guaranteed follow-up aerial. However, depending on the percent, choosing something like nair or fair may not take their stock. Instead, use the much stronger bair to close out the stock smoothly with no chance of survival. Keep in mind, there's almost never one correct choice in any scenario. Choosing the right aerial depends on many things such as your position on the stage, the opponent's percent, and for Robin, the amount of resources you have left. Very good! Now that you have an understanding of every letter that makes up whack, perhaps you think you're ready to spam Levin aerials?
I love Nair! Woo!
Calm down, there's plenty of time left. We have to make sure you're ready for the struggles that come with using Levin's sword. Right now, it's important that we discuss an emergency situation. Like most characters, playing them is quite fun. But for Robin, unfortunately, this fun comes to an end. Your Levin sword has run out! What are you going to do? There's no need to panic. Your Levin sword will return comfortably back in the palm of your hand after 10 seconds has gone by. And there you have it, the dissected code of whack. Don't worry, we realize this is a lot of information to take in at once. It really sounds like a lot of... Sounds like a lot of... Sounds like a... Sounds like a lot of yeehaw to make over little sword, right? Wrong. There's one more thing you need to learn. You might be left to wonder, what will you wield during these 10 seconds your favorite bug zapper isn't in your hands? It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Presenting the Bronze Sword! At the center of every great tactician is a crown jewel that serves as a backup plan, which keeps him alive and thriving. For Robin, this is the Bronze Sword. Now you, the humble Robin player off the streets, the all-too necessary human resource that keeps this character afloat, will learn my opinion on the sacred and dark arts of this blade. The sumptuous, game-breaking, spine-tingling, heart-stopping weapon that is the Bronze Sword. Are you ready?
Yes!
Are you sure?
Yes, tell me!
Okay, Synergy's opinion on the Bronze Sword is